Hi, Sean.
We're doing great, thanks.
Doing great. Ready for answering some more questions?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
thanks for coming to see us.
Okay, anytime. Thanks for having me. Thanks for making such a great album.
Oh, thanks.
I think it's might be my favorite Coldplay album, next to Parachutes, Rush of Blood to the Head.
Thanks,
like your
man.
previous work. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I got up really well this morning. I put on the album. I was listening to it front to back, brushing my teeth, ironing my shirt, and it just gave me. I'm generally like a really happy guy, but it gave me this extra positive injection of energy. Like,
thanks, dude.
Believe in love. Life is great. Don't ever give up, which are actually the last lines you sing on the album.
Yeah.
Is that what you guys were going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a great toothbrushing album.
Is it? Yeah.
If you're brushing your teeth, this is good music.
Okay, then I did it right the first
Yeah,
time.
you did it right.
Right
No,
on.
I think it's the place we're in. It was just time for us to make an album about hope and love and togetherness and, colourful, embracing all the sounds that we love and all the styles that we like. And yeah, it's been so fun to make it, and it's fun to talk about it.
Yeah, it was really the most enjoyable album to make, I think. And I hope that comes across in the music.
Yeah, it really does. Is it because you genuinely feel like you're in a good place in your life right now, or is it also a reaction, counter-reaction to Ghost Stories, which was a bit darker, the previous album? Or?
I mean, Ghost Stories was made with the idea that we would then go on to do A Head Full of Dreams. So I think we had to make that album to be able to make this one, I think.
Yeah, that was like a catharsis, that album.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, instead of going on tour, we felt in a good place. So we said, let's just make A Head Full of Dreams right now. And here we are.
Yeah, listening to your new album for the first time, like a mixed, mastered album after you've worked on it for months, it's always a huge moment, even if it's your, seventh album.
Yeah.
Do you still remember where you were when you listened to it for the first time in its entirety?
Yes.
Fully mastered, yes.
And then we changed loads of things. You can't listen to a whole album and not change it. So once it's finished, I don't listen to it all the way through.
You don't?
No, because then I want to try and change something.
Okay.
So we heard a mastered version, and we changed some things, and then I said, okay, I know that's right, we've got to leave it.
I did the last one. I have to sort of listen to it one last
You
time
did?
when it's done, and then
That's good.
Then
So you
that's
checked it?
I did check
Alright,
it,
good.
and then you sort of feel a kind of. It's kind of sad in a way because you go, all right, that period of our lives is over.
Yeah, you hand it over to someone
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
How nerve-wracking is it to release it to the world, to your fans?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, at first your instinct is to be nervous because, of course, no one might like it or no one this. But then I just trust that the people who are supposed to enjoy it will eventually find it somehow, and we've done our best, I just trust that that's what happens, and there's no point to be nervous because nothing really you can change after you've finished it.
Yes. But there is a strange period between finishing a record and then releasing it, usually of about 2 months, which is just a kind of a strange limbo.
Yeah.
Where you don't really feel like you fully let it go, but similarly you can't do anything to change it.
Yeah.
But then again, you got shows to rehearse for, a new tour. You're announcing the whole tour this Friday? It's coming Friday?
Yes, we're announcing, some of it.
Or some of it,
Yeah.
at least. I saw you were rehearsing in London about a week ago, so I was just wondering what those rehearsals look like, how they...
Well, we just play all of our songs, or especially new ones, and especially ones we can't remember how to play.
Yeah. And this stage of rehearsals, there's always a lot of painting because we start rehearsing and then we look at the gear and we're like, well, we want to make that look a bit more like this album.
You put Coldplay in Hindi on,
Yeah.
right, on the
So
apps.
those rehearsals in London, we ended up just doing lots of painting, which makes everything look great, but we still don't sound
rusty.
that good yet.
Still can't play the new songs.
Yeah. But because of the way we recorded A Head Full of Dreams, a lot of it was very live and playing together. So we're playing together quite easily.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, the songs that I can't really remember how to play are from Ghost Stories.
Yeah.
Because we didn't tour it at all.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get into that routine of
No.
playing letter.
And we didn't make that so live, that one.
No.
Yeah.
One of my favorite songs on the record is Up and Up. I like, but also Hymn for the Weekend. I know it's one of
Thanks.
your favorites. It's just the chorus kicks in. I, oh, I, oh, I, got me feeling drunk and high. I was like, this is my jam.
Oh, cool, man.
So,
You've got a good voice, by the way.
thank you, thank you. If you ever need another voice on your like a collaboration on the next album, call me. But it's you collaborated with Beyonce
Yeah.
on that song. I was wondering if she was hard to get a hold of.
She,
Because you did the song in January and she came to the studio in August to sing it?
yeah, she's so sweet. She wasn't hard to get hold of. The truth is, she was so lovely. I asked her on like a Monday, and then she came in on like the Wednesday. So she
That's
was so
great.
lovely. It just took us 6 months to get it sound good enough to ask Beyonce.
Now we can ask her.
Because you don't want to ask her in and it's not finished. You know? So, yeah, she couldn't have been lovelier.
And how was it working with her? Did she, well, she's a great singer, performer, artist, but did she still surprise you guys in any way? Or?
Yeah, she did. And then what happened was, afterwards, so she did all of her vocal takes, and she did different things each time. And then for some reason, we played all of the takes at the same time. And with most singers, that would just sound like a mess.
Yeah.
But with her, it sounded like this incredible choir of angels. And so the beginning of that song is just that. It's all of her takes on top of each other, like a chocolate cake.
Oh,
And then the song starts. And
Yeah, because it's perfectly phrased and everything. It's
yeah,
like,
so
can't
she's
even-
just, I mean, the one thing we learned is she's really talented.
Then again, we knew that already. As a drummer, I always listen to the percussive parts on the record. On Hymn for the Weekend, there's some playing on glasses as well. Is that Will doing it? Or?
Actually, we did that. I'm not sure who did it, but it was done with an iPhone and 2 ballpoint pens on a cup.
Yeah.
Like so budget, so low budget, just like that. But then we just, it ended up sounding okay. I love that bit.
I know, it's great.
It took maybe 10 seconds to do it with the cheapest stuff.
But that's what makes it stand out,
Yeah.
like the beat of the song.
Yeah.
Any other cool arrangement parts like that you remember from doing them in the studio? There was some noodling on an acoustic guitar on one song as well, like in the background.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
heard.
on a song called Birds.
Yeah.
There's some very bad acoustic playing, that's me.
Was that you? I was like, yeah.
But we kept it. I can hear it when I listen, I can hear like I'm making lots of mistakes, but I believe that they're supposed to be in there. It sounds like someone who's confident they know what they're doing, but really doesn't. And I like that.
Let's just call it organic.
Yeah. So when it was organic, it was like the first take.
Okay. Let's talk about the single, Adventure of a Lifetime. Let's talk about the video of the song, because I saw you posting a little teaser of you guys playing the song with CGI
Yeah.
suits on and stuff, like
Motion
impersonating
capture, yeah.
motion capture, the Planet of the Apes. When is it going to be released and what's it going to be like? What was it like to shoot it?
I think it's coming out in about 10 days. And it was really awesome to shoot it because we just put those outfits on, and there's something about putting on the motion capture suits and then you can see yourself on screen as an ape or
But
any
kind of
animal.
roughly.
And so you feel very liberated because you're like, well, I'm not me today. I can just be this thing. And then Andy Serkis, who owns this company that makes all that stuff,
He's one of the greatest.
Yeah.
he is, and he's
The
been in
greatest.
Planet of the Apes and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, and he was there. Excuse me. And he was there, and he was like, "Why don't you try moving like this? And why don't you try this?" So we had the best guy in the world telling us how to move, and so we just came up with this idea of like, let's do a video about the evolution of a band, where they start by hearing music, and then they dance, and then they learn how to play music, and then everyone starts dancing. It's very simple.
Okay, so that's going to be the concept. I'm looking forward to that one. Chris actually gave you a nice compliment about Adventure of a Lifetime because you came up with the riff, your favorite riff of all time, right?
Well, yeah.
That's very sweet of you.
Thanks, man.
And then you also said it was, where is it? Like the song was the ultimate teamwork
Yeah.
for you guys. So can we say it's the best Coldplay song ever written? Or
We definitely can. I don't know if it's true, but we love saying it.
You feel like that?
I think it's the best team effort that we've ever had. Like, I'm just really proud of the whole band in that song. I'm proud of them on all of our songs. Yeah, you can't say what the best, you know. We just really like it.
You make us Q.